Hello, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing, where the city resides within. This is Sinette Nurture Angela, and I wanted to come forth just briefly to talk a little bit about magic. I think about it every day, but I was thinking about it as a subject type a couple of days ago. And as I mentioned before, when I have a dream book, when I have dreams, I write them down. And this is one of my dream books right here. I have one of my favorite things up there. And I've had this particular book since 2016. And basically, I write my dreams or my thought dream forms in this booklet. But I wanted to just talk a little bit about magic today. And magic, as we know, has a lot of different connotations or labels to it. And I looked up just a brief definition of magic. And magic, one of the definitions, says it's the power to use supernatural forces to make impossible things happen, such as making people disappear. They believe in magic is sometimes associated with witchcraft. You can use magic when you are referring to an event that is so wonderful, strange, or unexpected. It seems as if it's supernatural powers that have caused it. You can also say that some things happen as if by magic or like magic. And we use that word lightly, I believe. But of course, it's also magic is just a word. It's something that we give as an English word to describe things that we don't understand. My personal definition that's relatable to me, that I sometimes associate what magic is basically it's a science that we don't understand yet. Now, I've seen different people's responses, for example, when they are looking, for example, at a magic show. Now, I've seen different people's reaction to magic. Some people come in already with the idea to debunk everything and figure out and tell everybody what's not magical about it and what they're actually done. And some people basically think of it as like a science project and say have scientific rationales and just basically blow the whole magic concept out of context. And it's really interesting. And some people, they just curious and they don't come in it with any type of idea as to what may or may not come or happen, or they're more open-minded. And some people just come to the magic show or the magic situation to actually see magic happen. And as I mentioned before, people have different perspective as to what is actually magic and what is not magic, what is fake, what is not fake, what someone is doing to manipulate to make others seem or think that there is some type of magic in the situation. I've also seen, and I was introduced to Dynamo Jack. He was mentioned in one of Seven Bomar's videos quite some time back. And, you know, I kind of go away from the subject a little bit, but just thinking about that, about a year or two ago, I could not look at any of his videos because I couldn't grasp, as well as other people that I could not listen to or read some of their work. I could not get into it, but now it's becoming easier and easier to grasp what they're saying. But anyway, I think Seven is a very intelligent individual, and I've read different people's perspective as to who they think Dynamo Jack is. And basically, he, I believe, shown a long time ago that he can make fire with his hands, make paper catch on fire. Now, Seven Bomar is very impressed with this individual's ability to make fire. Now, you would think that he would come with debunking what he is doing instead of saying that that is actually magic. And I've seen other people just basically try to debunk basically what this individual is actually doing with his hands. And some people make scientific rationale as to how he did it. And basically, like I said, it's perspective. If you come looking to debunk, if you come for a reason to place a scientific rationale, if you come for magic, it's your perspective to decide what you consider to be magic. And magic, as I mentioned before, some people have a negative connotation to it. Some people call it witchcraft. And I've shared before what I felt witchcraft is. I don't feel it to be evil. And as we know, magic is not evil or good. It's basically up to the individual to make it to be what it is. It's all about perspective, as I've mentioned before. And it's up to the individual because all is mine and you are in control of everything that you think and do not think, even though for years and years and years we've been led to believe this is evil, this is good, this is magic, this is not magic. We weren't able or have not been allowed to think for ourselves, basically. Magic is basically everything. Everything. Nature is magic. We think that we understand what nature is. We think that we understand how fire is created. We think that we know how this and that, but basically it's all magic. And some people even use it in their restaurants, their stores. They put basically certain items, like if you go to a restaurant and you see elephants, if you go to certain stores and you see money, I can go on and on and on. Different places, symbols represent different things that bring forth, certain aspects of what we call, some people would say, luck. But basically, magic is something that, science cannot bring forth a scientific rationale to. And just today, I decided I was going to look at some magic shows. And I came in, with an open mind, not to try to debunk or rationalize whether this person was using this or that. I just came with an open mind to experience magic. And that's basically what I got from watching, the magic show. I believe it's like America's Got Talent. I'll list it below. It's not the best magic show that I've ever seen, but it's the first one that I came to today that I'll go ahead and share. And just to give it, your perspective to yourself, of course, or if you want to share below as to your rationale, as to if you feel that it's magic, if you don't think that it's magic, or your perspective of magic. But as I mentioned, magic is not good, it's not evil. It's an individual perspective. And magic is basically science that we don't understand yet. Magic is everything. I'm magic, you're magic. And the internet is magic. We say that we understand how it works, how it doesn't work. And even with my videos that I've been sharing, I don't give a great amount of thought into it. I just basically come into the video and I take some pictures, and I've been figuring out how to do this editing thing, and I think I'm getting better and better at it. I'm doing it all myself, and my children are helping me. So we're all basically newbies at trying to upload and edit videos and take pictures and videos, but we're going to get much better at it. But anyway, as I was saying, I come up with the idea basically the same day, and we take some pictures, and sometimes I have a thought in mind, but most of the time I don't, and it just seems to come to me, as to what the theme of the video is going to be doing. And sometimes when I'm editing the videos, it comes together and I was like, I did not add that in there, or how did that happen? I'm not going to say which parts that look kind of interesting. If you found anything, if you've looked and seen my videos, you'll see that some parts don't look, they kind of look kind of unbelievable, and I didn't really edit it. So if you get a chance to look and see what I'm talking about, maybe you'll catch it, but I'm not going to mention which videos and what. That basically I didn't do anything to it. It just came together and it flows basically by itself with just a simple thought. And we spend maybe like an hour taking pictures, and most of my thought process come into editing, and that may take, maybe an hour and 15, hour, 30 minutes to put it together. It's not a big production for me yet to do. And like I mentioned before, none of these videos are, at this time, well thought out and ahead of time. I don't make a whole bunch of notes or anything like that. I'm just basically speaking from my thought process, my heart. All of that basically is magic too. And magic grows, and like I said before, it's perspective. Anyway, I just wanted to come together and mention just a little bit about magic, because it's had a lot of negative connotation, and I understand why, because everything is magic. It's basically science that we don't understand yet. However, sometimes we may think that we do. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city, and I hope that you all have a very beautiful rest of your day. Take care.